So 12 goals now this season, Robbie Keane. Up to fourth in the league in goals. And Juninho, who won the penalty twice in quick succession, was down in some pain, being replaced by the former UCLA Bruin Chandler Hoffman, on for this his fourth appearance this season.
During that kickoff, Philippe Alassane having a long conversation with Kevin Stott to say, was that not similar to what happened down the other end? Well, it wasn't. This was an easier call for Kevin Stott. But either way, Philippe Alassane probably should have gotten one as well.
That was back in the 66th minute when the game was still 1-1. Hoffman now his first touch since coming on. He lost his balance. He gives away a free kick. Well, Kyle, is this an extension of what we saw from the Galaxy Monday night? Are they just starting to turn the screws now on everyone?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're starting to... What's so impressive is that they performed well throughout the season, and Gargan told us, and let's let this go through.
What a touch by Keane. Gets it back from Vucinic. Hoffman picks it up instead. Jossie Zardes and Robbie Keane. Embarrassment of riches. Keane clipping it in for Vucinic. O'Rourke's header is behind for a corner. They've got almost too many attacking options on these sequences.
Well, what Dan Gargan told us, to go back to what we were talking about, is he said, listen, we performed well, and there's been times where we played as well as we did in Seattle in patches. It's just we didn't have the confident and huge result that made us feel like we actually were, our work was paying off. And 16 goals conceded, obviously they're doing something right, but what you're seeing is the movement off the ball, how clinical they are in the final third, the intensity, the commitment to pressurize the ball and get into the attack is unlike what we've seen for the Galaxy through most of the first half of the season. Getting World Cup guys back, getting a little bit of a break, now getting a rhythm where they're playing games more frequently. I think you're just seeing them fall into a pocket where they're feeling comfortable and confident.
The Timbers, meanwhile, this will be the second time this year they've won back-to-back games, still searching that first ever 3-game win streak in MLS. Zadi gets on the end of the long ball from Ridgewell. And Duati able to keep it. Ross was blocked. Villafaña lost his footing on Jossie Zardes.
What I think is the biggest thing, John, for the Galaxy is you need your stars to show up. And I think Landon Donovan's playing the best in the last few games that he's played most of the season. Robbie Keane's been outstanding. Now you have Omar Gonzalez back, outstanding, probably one of the best defenders next to Chad Marshall in this league. But it's the role players too. It's Jossie Zardes, it's Robbie Rogers. It's these guys that are the glue in between the DPs that make the thing go.
Alassane, good little move to get away from Gargan. The pass was blocked by Vucinic and cleaned up by Sarvis.
Ironically, in the past, a player like Mike McGee used to be one of those players that could do it for the LA Galaxy. And when the trade happened, a lot of people being very critical of the trade because immediately you have Mike McGee go on to an MVP season. But I think now they're starting to see what they expected from Robbie Rogers and the potential he had. And that trade is starting to balance out a little more than it was at the start.
Zardes able to keep it on Johnson. Feeds it in for Keane. Sarvis. Backwards by Timbers captain Will Johnson. They're clicking it in for Hoffman to chase. Ridgewell there. Still work to be done by Jorge Villafaña. That ball's out. It's going to be a giveaway and a Galaxy throw. Valeri just smacks it out in frustration. Caleb Porter, and he was talking about that issue of 6-pointers and games you really need to win. To sort of say this was one sort of they wanted to win, but what he said was, you know, if we don't get this, it kind of makes next week against Chivas USA a must-win, a home game next Saturday night for Portland, just to try to make sure they don't once again lose touch with the pack sitting around those playoff spots in the Western Conference. And they've been excellent away this year for Portland. 4 away wins coming